File this under the wackiest news story of the week that actually has a pretty potentially really sad ending to it. Of course, you know the name Greg Robinson. You've probably heard this story already by now. Greg Robinson is from Thibodeau. He's only 27 years old. He's made more than $22 million in his NFL career. Robinson, of course, went to Auburn, became the number 2 overall pick in the draft of the St. Louis Rams. Most recently, he was with the Cleveland Browns. Well, Greg Robinson, Quan Bray, his former Auburn teammate, and a third person were driving through West Texas, and they got pulled over because when they passed a Border Patrol agent who had a drug-sniffing dog, the dog detected the scent of marijuana. Now, there's really good reason that dog detected the scent of marijuana. The agent radioed ahead to the patrol's checkpoint, about 83 miles southeast of El Paso. And they inspected the vehicle, and they did find marijuana in the vehicle.
How much did they find? Like a little bit?
No, I'm glad
baggie?
you asked. No, it wasn't a little bit. They had some duffel bags.
Oh.
With marijuana in it.
Like one duffel bag with...
No, there were several large duffel bags.
Oh.
Yeah. With vacuum-sealed bags of marijuana. It was a substance that tested positive as marijuana. The third guy in the car was apparently an Uber driver who's made runs for Robinson and his family before, but he said had he known there was marijuana in the car, he would not have accepted the ride.
Oh, so he didn't know there was marijuana in there at all?
No, he didn't know that Robinson and Quan Bray had marijuana.
He didn't smell it when he was in the car?
No, he didn't smell 157 pounds of marijuana.
He might want to see a doctor. His nose is
That's the weight of almost 3 Dalmatians. You mean to tell me if you had 3 Dalmatians worth of weed in your car, you wouldn't smell it? Listen, I've never smoked weed. Been to concerts and, just walking down Bourbon Street with plenty of people who have smoked weed. So I know what it smells like when lit. Does weed have a potent odor when it's not lit? Because I would have to believe, like, when I buy Erica flowers and I walk into my home, the whole home smells of that arrangement. I'd have to imagine 100. If a dog on the side of the road smells a car speeding down Interstate 10, I'm guessing that dog smelled a pretty potent aroma. 157 pounds of marijuana. That's as heavy as a keg of beer. Imagine that. You ever lifted a keg of beer? I'm not talking about floated a keg of beer when it's empty. I mean, a full keg of beer. 157 pounds of marijuana. That's 7 pounds heavier than Floyd Mayweather. Do you think he was going to smoke it all?
No, absolutely not. They were selling that for sure.
I think he was going to smoke it. Greg Robinson's a big guy. But you know what? He better start telling himself that because that's his only defense. He's facing 20 years in prison. Yeah. So, no intent to distribute. Start getting your defense in line. All the old frat stories about how much weed you could smoke in a day. Line up the witnesses, brother, because you got to convince them you were going to smoke 157 pounds of marijuana or you're going to jail for a long time.